Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to introduce Banned from 65 international territories.
Hi there, and welcome to 360 Gamercast, the world's #1 British gaming podcast.
This is 360G.
Hello and welcome to 360 Gamercast episode 46 for Tuesday the 24th of November 2020. I'm your host Mark Webb, gamertag Pearson ID, Steam ID, Webby360G, and joining me today is...
Surprise, motherfuckers. Cinema Dan.
Everyone's put their Christmas decorations up on my street. Oh, God. Nick Wilson.
And very tired since they switched.
Do you think people are putting their Christmas decorations up this early just because they're bored, because they can't go out anywhere and do anything?
I think they're just a bit sad, mate.
Probably.
Yeah. Losers.
12 days before, 12 days after. Thank you.
That's the supposed, isn't it?
Oh, when I was single, I
I think
never
we
used to
still
put any
live
up at
today.
all. Now I've
don't
got
know,
kids, got to...
Got to. They don't
Yeah.
even know what Christmas is yet. Oh, I suppose Marcus does, doesn't he?
Oh God, yeah, he's very excited. And got his birthday first as well. So it's going to be
good
an
God.
expensive December. Yeah.
Oh, well.
Just give him one present and say it's for Christmas and birthday. That's the way to do
Oh
Yeah.
no, I can't do that. Poor little boy.
Could you get away with actually turning around to your kids this year and just not getting them anything and just saying the government's cancelled Christmas this year?
Yeah.
Didn't you hear?
That's done. That'd be really mean.
Or you could say, so I've got your PS5, but it's not going to come till 2021 when I can afford one.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
when it
Or
actually
you
turn
just
up
get
at
a
the
big
shop.
box
Mm.
and fill it with like a kettle or something, and then when they open it, you act all surprised and go, "Oh,
That's a Gibson cat food.
I shouldn't have got it from Amazon or whatever it
it.
was."
Oh, their faces, some of those videos they put up, they've gone mad. One bloke who does a YouTube video, he went absolutely spare.
Oh,
Good.
God.
Is that a bit of news we can kick off with?
What's
in
this
terms
about
of-
the PS5 Amazon deliveries?
Yeah.
Well, that is actually in my news.
Yeah.
Yeah, so obviously a lot of people ordered their PS5s through Amazon, and there was lots of reports of people getting random items in Amazon boxes like kettles and various other household items. So obviously the delivery drivers have been nicking the PlayStations and just putting any old object in the box.
Yeah.
Most expensive lucky dip ever.
Yeah.
It's like one of those loot boxes you used to get at EGX, just absolutely full of crap and like 10-year-old iPhone cases.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, the PS5 launch day was just it was just very entertaining to watch Twitter explode with people raging because obviously those people that didn't pre-order months and months and months ago, like old Sensei here, who's very sensible. It was a bit of a bum fight on the morning, at 8 o'clock in the morning. Go on, mate. Sorry.
I was just laughed. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah. It's just a bit of a bum fight online at 8 o'clock in the morning with people getting put into really long queues, trying to order them through various websites. One of the highlights of the day for me was Curry's PC World cancelled every single PlayStation 5 order because they couldn't fulfill any of them because they had some issue. So people were raging about that.
I heard they were supposed to start selling them at 9 a.m. But people could order them beforehand. So
Yeah.
and basically it was obviously it's quite clearly a software fuck up. But so if I say they sold most of their allocation, so when everyone kind of logged on legitimately at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
All the stuff had gone.
Lols.
So they should have just. I mean, at the end of the day, it's everyone shouts fairness about these things, but you're never going to have a fair system online. You never are.
No,
So,
that's it.
I mean, I'm a pro when it comes to getting gig tickets and whatnot. But
this is it. This is literally just trying to get concert tickets or like festival tickets all over again, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I think a lot of the time people are calling foul on it because they're not preparing for this. They're not checking out all the inroads, what the links are, whether or not you need to sign up for an account and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, do your research. If you want to get something so desperately online, do your research. And then pounce like a fucking ninja. That's what I do.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just pretty. It was pretty comical, and Game pissed a lot of people off because when people pre-ordered their PlayStation 5s, they paid like 20 odd quid for delivery, and it was meant to go via Royal Mail. And then a couple of days beforehand, they find out the courier had been changed from Royal Mail to Yodel. And as we all know, in the UK, Yodel is one of the worst delivery companies in the whole country.
Is Yodel the one where the bloke was practicing baseball pitching?
Yes.
Into the back of his truck.
Yeah.
It's got as good a reputation as Hermes, or Herpes, as I call it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Our Hermes driver at work's all right, actually.
Is he?
Although her car looks like someone's like crammed everything into it. She's
that's
like
it.
fitting into the small space.
They get paid about 25p per delivery. I feel really sorry for them. I really do.
Yeah.
A few years ago, I sold loads of stuff via Music Magpie. I filled up 9 boxes of CDs, books, and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy turned up in his hatchback, thinking he's going to pick up a couple of boxes. No, mate, can you take the lot? And then he told me that he's only getting 25p per box, being paid. And I'm like, mate, I just filled your car. But
wow.
I mean, I got.
It's an extra £5.
Yeah, I got 600 quid out of Music Magpie out the back of it, but it was it makes you think just to be. Yeah, I felt like a right cunt. So, there you go.
Yeah, it's pretty shitty. But then I saw pictures of people's PlayStation 5 boxes on social media just completely ruined when they've been delivered. Mate, I'd be fuming.
You guys keep the boxes? You guys keep the boxes all nice and neat and stuff.
Resell them, can't you?
Yeah. I've got tons
of the funniest
boxes.
My classic mate's dilemma was he had I think it was like a Neo Geo CD, the Mark II, that was like slightly faster because the Mark I was horrendous.
Yeah.
And he basically purchased it, and he was staying at his grandparents' house at the time because he'd just got back from Spain, and I think his parents were still living out there for a little while, so he was staying with his grandparents for a bit. So anyway, he's packing up all his Neo stuff because he was going up to CEX in London because that used to be where they were based. They was literally just based in London, and then they sort of moved everywhere else slowly after that when they became more popular. So he's basically packing up all of his Neo CD stuff, but he couldn't find his console box. And then, he was asking his grandparents, and they went, "Oh yeah, we use that for bedding for our plants."
Oh no!
And then when we got up there and everything, he got 50 quid less trading because it wasn't boxed.
Oh, that's so annoying, isn't it?
Oh well. What the moral story is? Don't use your grandparents as the big yellow storage company.
No, that's it. Yeah, but I think just going back to the launch of the PlayStation, it's the same for a lot of electronic goods this year. The graphics card that I was trying to get hold of, the 3080, and the Xbox Series X, and the PlayStation, and various other items, I imagine. People have just been buying them up in bulk, using bots, and then just scalping the fuck out of these items on Facebook Marketplace and eBay and Gumtree and all that. And it just really pisses me off that people that happens, because it ruins it for everybody trying to actually get one genuinely. And then it really pisses me off that people actually pay those scalper prices for those items, more than double the price. It's just insane, in my opinion.
Yeah. It's the black market, man. That's what happens.
I know, it's mad. If you want to get a PlayStation 5 now, you'd probably be wanting, from a scalper, you're looking at least probably 800 quid.
Well, more than that.
Or if you want to use a bit of patience, you wait till January and you can get one for 450 when they come back in stock.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of boils down to how much you want to play Demon's Souls.
I
As far as I look at it,
Yeah.
I mean, there's other stuff you can play on it, I guess, but again, it's early adoption. It's the bragging rights. It's the need to have it now. It's eyes bigger than your belly kind of syndrome.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I do have some other news. There's been quite a bit of news this week, actually. There's some rumours online that there's going to be a Metal Gear Solid remake for the PlayStation 5. It's going to be a PS5 exclusive as well.
Is this the next game that Bluehole are tied to, possibly?
I don't know. That's all I had.
I'm sure someone said they are working on something else. Like, it's not just Demon's Souls.
And it's meant to be a proper remake, like because you know how crappy the graphics are now when you play it.
Question: Is that a remake? Because they already remade it as the Twin Snakes on GameCube years ago.
Oh, did that?
Yeah,
so this
great.
Is a proper remake. Proper.
That was actually, a proper remake.
Twin Snakes wasn't Konami either, was it? It was like another.
I never played
team,
Twin Snakes.
I think.
Oh.
Yeah, it was great. It added like some extra cutscenes and stuff like that in there.
Yeah.
Like, I think you actually saw. Do you remember when you're basically heading up that corridor and you see all the bodies laying there that the ninja guy, Grey Fox, has taken out? And then you find Otacon pissing himself in the locker. In Twin Snakes, as far as I remember, you actually see him slaughtering all those guards in like a cutscene.
That's good. They should add more stuff to these remakes. Like, say, Resi 3 this year actually took stuff away, which is kind of annoying. If you're
they should have gone down more of a 2 route, like they did with 2.
If you're going to do something, do it right. Don't do a half-assed job, you know?
Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited for the Metal Gear Solid remake because I love the original game. It's one of my favourite games on the PS1. Amazing story. So yeah, good times. Some other news which made me chuckle a little bit. I know it's sad for me too, but there we go. It just made me feel a bit better about my graphics card purchase. Cyberpunk coming out on the 10th of December. It's not going to have any ray tracing for the next gen consoles or any AMD graphics cards at launch. The ray tracing support for the consoles and AMD PCs will come at some point in an update next year.
That's a shame, isn't it?
Lols.
Delay
Really
it again.
Matter, does
it?
Enjoyment gone. Oh, I don't know what to do with myself. It's like, oh man, I think that's all my dreams come true.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, a lot of that the story of that is about 15 hours of that is leaked online the last few days as well.
Yeah, because I think some people actually got hold of the retail discs already.
I know a load of people got to play like a big preview of the game, didn't they?
And they were told you can only say this and this about the game.
Yeah.
And they just ignored them and just said it all.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cool.
Yeah, so that's a cool piece of news from my point of view anyway. A couple of bits of news about Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Apparently, next gen wise, Assassin's Creed Valhalla runs better on the PlayStation 5 than the Xbox Series X.
Outrageous.
Yeah, I was quite shocked about that.
Yeah, so it just runs slightly smoother on the PS5, more frames.
Outrageous, unbearable.
But apparently... Go on.
Oh, sorry, Karen.
But then apparently on both next-gen systems, it suffers from screen tearing quite bad. Don't know how true that is, but that's what the
I think it all depends on what television setup you're using.
Yeah.
Because I haven't come across any.
Okay.
Digital Foundry are probably blowing vape into their Xbox when they're testing it.
Well, it is the thing to do, isn't it?
This is going to carry on because we've had this the last 5 years. Oh, this runs better than this, and irrelevant. Like I think the Xbox One X version Resi 3 Remake actually ran the worst of all the consoles, even the base Xbox.
Okay.
But then they put the video out, and then like 4 days later they patched it, and it was fine. But nobody really pays attention to when they actually patch it, do they?
No. So there's people in the Twitch chat just saying, Strokey Ginger is saying that he's playing on the One X and the screen tearing is driving him crazy. And then a few people, Wicked Slippers and Hogov, are saying they need VRR, which for those people that don't know what that is, a variable refresh rate. That's not in lots of TVs. That's something that's more in monitors. So I'm just wondering, how good of a TV do you need to have the variable refresh rate? I don't know.
Mine was £1,200 when I picked it up, but I think it's way cheaper than that now. Like, that was like way back when the Pro first came out, so it's like 4 years ago.
Oh, okay.
My TV I got 2 years ago. I think that can do, because that's got 120 hertz refresh rate or whatever that means.
Nice. Mine hasn't.
Nice.
Yeah.
Football still looks crap on it though.
You're gonna have to get a new TV now, Darren. Splash the cash.
Yeah, I will have to get one at some point, to be honest. But I could get an 8K, but I haven't got the room for it.
Mate, it's mad the amount of money people spend on these, on a console and an amazing TV. It's more than the price of a decent PC setup. It's crazy.
Plus, people are forgetting all your older stuff then looks worse on the newer screen as well, because it's like upscaled and doesn't look as good as a normal 1080p.
I think it depends on the game and how well the new consoles make the old games look better, I suppose. Okay,
and whether they've actually even got Scott in for the older system.
Yeah, I don't think they come with Scott anymore, Darren. That's pretty retro now, mate.
Mine comes with a component. Was it component or composite? So I tried to put my old Dreamcast through a 4K TV. Yeah, that's almost unplayable.
Yeah. Anyway, I want to move on to some more news. Apparently, Assassin's Creed Valhalla outsold Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War in the physical sales in the UK, which is pretty nuts.
Beautiful.
That is very impressive, or pretty impressive. But then we are in the middle of a lockdown, so
yeah. But I think it sold well digitally.
Very well. Digitally.
But I do want to mention something else, which I thought was quite funny. If you go onto Metacritic and you look at the user scores for Cold War, they're pretty damning. I'm just looking at the Series X reviews at the minute, and it's got a user score of 3 out of 10.
What's the word in the street then? What are they saying? What's wrong with it?
They're just talking about the story mode, just being not as good as previous Call of Duties. It's quite short. A lot of people are moaning about the multiplayer. There isn't many maps, and it's full of hackers, and that the zombies mode is pretty lackluster apparently. I mean, I haven't played it.
PlayStation's got like a unique mode as well, or a couple of extras, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we touched upon it last week. Well, I moaned about it.
It's just weird that that these, like, Call of Duty gets a really good score from proper reviewers, if you can call them that, and then all the users are like, nah, mate, it's shit.
It's almost like film reviews, isn't it?
Yes. Everyone has an opinion, I suppose, but I just thought it was quite interesting to see that. I mean, this is the first COD that I haven't bought in quite a long time, and it's just, I think the main thing for me was just that everyone I know personally just plays Warzone, and that's free to play. So why do I want to spend £50 on a 5-6 hour campaign and then just go back to Warzone again? It doesn't make much sense to me.
Do people actually spend money on Warzone?
Yes, I'll ask Colin. He buys all the seasons.
Okay.
I may have bought a couple. I may have bought 3 operators at like £20 each.
Wow. Okay. It's a saying. I mean, the whole thing's like essentially an economy, isn't it? So
yeah.
I played it for like 300 hours, so I was like,
wow.
So I thought,
had your money's worth.
Yeah.
Well, it's really expensive, and please don't anybody do it. And I know I'm sounding like a hypocrite, but it is expensive for what it is. But if something is, say, free, and the only way they get money is from microtransactions, and you've spent hours and hours playing it, I'll chuck them a $5.
Yeah, I suppose.
Or my
on,
case,
on the
60.
on the flip side, this is Activision Blizzard. I don't think they need any more money.
Nah.
No, instead, chuck that $5 to your favourite podcast's Patreon. I think that is money well spent.
Well, is it directed to all the people listening in for free at the moment?
Yeah, I know.
What do you think I feel? I'm paying to listen to myself.
Well, I know, mate.
You're paying to appear.
Exactly.
That's it. Cool. That's all.
Slot.
Yeah, you can actually buy a guest slot on the Patreon. No one has taken me up on that offer though.
How much is it?
I think it's like £25.
Ah,
That's why.
Yeah.
or you could buy a PS5 and turn up on a special next week.
Was actually another little bit of news that kind of did happen. Hold on a minute, let me just kill this fucking cunt. Right. I pulled over and someone started smashing my horse in the face.
Were you playing?
Black Desert. I'm just making my way to Calcium while we was talking.
Oh, okay.
As you do.
But yeah, apparently there's been a listing for Red Dead Redemption: The Outlaws Collection on both Xbox One X and S and PS5.
Okay.
What is that then?
Basically, probably the next gen upgrade version of Red Dead Redemption 2, because there isn't actually any enhancements whatsoever through playing that game on next gen.
Gotcha.
Like,
did they finally release Red Dead?
Completely.
Did they finally release Red Dead on PC? I can't.
Yes, they did.
I believe they
Yeah,
did, yeah.
So it does exist. Okay, it makes sense now.
Yeah.
That's a game I played for about 2 days and I went back to.
Really, mate? I got it on the Xbox at launch, and mate, I hammered that game. I loved it. The ending is amazing. If you haven't, for those people that haven't finished it, the ending it'll make you cry. It's that good.
The Xbox One X version this time might even have a grey spine. Who knows?
Ooh.
Oh, Stunty's in the chat as well. Hello, Stunty. Cool. Is there any other news?
I just saw that and thought that was like kind of interesting. The only other thing I saw was a load of people kicking off on Twitter because someone was wearing Afro Puff hairdo or something in Animal Crossing, and a load of people were basically screeching at them for being like cultural appropriation or something.
There's some pretty insane people on the internet, mate. I think we figured that out by now.
Definitely.
I saw that. They gave a load of big update for Animal Crossing this week. So I'll touch upon that shortly.
Did it just add like some haircuts and stuff?
Some haircuts. There's some haircuts. We've got Turkey Day coming up, which basically involves a turkey coming up and serving various limbs of himself. I'm not exactly sure what happens that day. Obviously, everyone sits around and basically stuffs themselves stupid as a nap.
When is Thanksgiving?
Thursday.
What, this Thursday coming?
This Thursday coming.
I might have to queue up Planes, Trains and Automobiles for them, because I love that film.
There you go.
All about Thanksgiving.
Good.
Okay, there we go. Right, games played then. Games played. Who was first? Dan.
It's me. Okay, I was talking about Animal Crossing then. Lol. Update this week. Turkey Day is coming on Thanksgiving. Also, are coming in on December the 24th. It's technically Christmas, but Toy Day is coming as well. So that's for all you people who love ranting and raving about basically not being able to use the proper names of holidays. Don't worry about it. It's Animal Crossing. Who's the shit? But they're coming, so the game's getting nicely supported. There was also some new reactions that came, so now you can sit down on the ground, so you can do yoga, you can do a selfie and all that shit. So it's just basically expanding out the bit odds and sods, and you can get, as we mentioned earlier, new hairstyles, which I've gone for a buzz cut this time around. I've had a haircut, but yeah, it's fine. What else happened this week? I've got another green mum. I actually spent a large portion of the week trying to catch a fucking golden trout. I must have dug up about fucking hell, about 150 clams and turned them into fish bait, and followed all the instructions and done all the things. And I know I'm in for the long haul on this to catch this fucking fish, and I still haven't caught one. In fact, I was doing some golden trout preparations and fishing whilst I was on the podcast just now. So yeah, all fun and games in Animal Crossing world. Other things happened. We had a new psychopath turn up on the island called Judy. She's a pink bear with really, really sparkly eyes. She looks like a right sadist, and a really nice and fluffy one as well. She probably murders you in your sleep and smiles while she does it as well. But she's already picking up all the slang words I've taught my islanders. So
probably on PCP, mate.
I think so. I got to wear a comedian's outfit the other day as well, straight off the bat. In fact, they're all wearing weirdly inappropriate costumes at the moment, my lot. But yeah, it's fine. I mean, at the moment, I'm aiming to do 500 hours by the end of the year. I'm currently on 455 hours.
Wow.
Nice.
So I've got a little while to go.
Will this then make it your most played game?
Of the records, unless we go to you remember the True Achievements stats that came through the other day?
Yeah.
And everyone did it. I did mine for obviously my time on Xbox, and apparently I have played Crimson Dragon for 94 fucking days.
What? That can't be right.
That's what I thought. I didn't get it. Because I mean, fair enough, I did get an awful lot of gamer score out of that game, but there was nothing else to play back when the Xbox One came out. But there's no way I played that game for 3 months straight. No way.
No.
Maybe there was a glitch early on, and it was just saying you were playing it constantly or something.
Exactly. I'm gutted because I mean, that game was a piece of shit, and I don't want to look like I love it.
World's number one fan.
Yeah, world's number one fan. 94 days. Yeah. Suffice to say, though, my toughest achievement I got was the S rank. I think was on Pac-Man. Only about 450 people worldwide got that achievement, so gets in. I was quite pleased with that one. So that's that one off the bat, I guess.
To listen to the rest of this week's episode, visit patreon.com/360gamercast. There, if you subscribe from as little as £5 a month, you will get a full episode every single week of the year. Also, you will get your own RSS feed that works with every single podcast app available. Every single podcast episode will go to that, so you do not have to mess around at all. And this makes it easy and convenient for you to listen to every single episode of 360 Gamercast. For more information, again, that website address is patreon.com/360gamercast. Thank you.